In moments of uncertainty and hardship, it's easy to feel like we are walking alone, burdened by the weight of life's challenges. We often forget that Allah is always present, even in our most trying times, working behind the scenes for our well-being and success. While we may not always see His hand in the moment, Allah's wisdom and mercy are ever at work, guiding us, protecting us, and preparing us for what is to come. In this life, Allah's plan often unfolds in ways that are hidden from our eyes, but through His signs, He gives us glimpses of His presence and action. If you find yourself noticing certain signs, be assured that Allah is working silently on your behalf, shaping your future in ways you may not yet understand. Let's explore the 7 powerful signs that indicate Allah is working behind the scenes, orchestrating events for your greater good. 1. Unexplainable peace. During difficult times, have you ever faced a challenging situation only to feel a profound sense of peace that doesn't make sense in light of your circumstances? This is one of the most significant signs that Allah is working on your behalf. When life throws its hardest trials at you, Allah's mercy often manifests as a tranquility that descends upon your heart. It may feel as though your mind should be racing with worry, but instead you feel a deep calmness, almost as if an invisible force is wrapping you in a blanket of serenity. This peace is a gift from Allah, a reminder that He is with you and that He is the ultimate source of comfort and relief. It is a sign that while you may not have control over your circumstances, Allah is handling the situation in ways that you cannot yet see. In moments like these, remember the verse from the Quran, "Indeed, with hardship, there is ease." Quran 94:6. Allah's way of providing peace during trials is His subtle way of reassuring you that His plan is in motion. Trust that this peace is an indication of His divine intervention, offering you strength to endure and navigate through life's storms. 2. Unexpected opportunities and open doors. Have you ever found an opportunity come your way just when you needed it most, without any prior planning or effort on your part? These unanticipated openings are often signs that Allah is working silently on your behalf. Sometimes Allah opens doors that we never expected, often when we feel lost or uncertain about our next step. Whether it's a job opportunity, a chance meeting with someone influential, or an idea that suddenly strikes you, these moments are not mere coincidences. They are Allah's way of guiding you toward the path that leads to your success. It's a reminder that even when you feel stuck or unsure, Allah's guidance is reaching you in subtle ways, aligning things perfectly in His time. Consider the example of the prophet Moses, who was on the verge of despair after fleeing Egypt. Allah opened a door for him when he least expected it, giving him refuge and a new purpose in the land of Midian. Just as Allah opened a path for the prophet Musa, He too opens doors for you, often in ways that you cannot comprehend at the moment, but will make sense later. 3. Unlikely people coming into your life. Sometimes, the most unexpected people enter your life at just the right moment, offering support, wisdom, or guidance when you need it most. This is not a coincidence. It is a sign that Allah is sending help in the form of someone who will either teach you a lesson, help you through a hardship, or lead you closer to your goals. You may meet a mentor who helps guide your career, a stranger who gives you advice that changes your perspective, or even a friend who becomes a source of immense emotional support during a difficult time. These individuals are part of Allah's plan for you, placed in your life to provide what you need, whether it's encouragement, knowledge, or simply the reminder that you are not alone. Reflecting on the story of the prophet Abraham, we see how Allah placed key figures like the angel Gabriel, in his path at critical moments. These divine encounters were part of a larger plan that shaped the prophet's journey. In your own life, the people who cross your path, even for brief moments, are often sent as signs of Allah's silent work on your behalf. 4. Things that were lost, suddenly returning. Another sign that Allah is working on your behalf is when something you thought was lost, whether it's a relationship, an opportunity, or even something material, suddenly returns to you in a way you least expected. When you lose something, whether it's a job, a possession, or even a loved one, It can feel like you've experienced an irreversible loss. However, in many cases, what was lost is returned to you in due time, often in a form that is better than you imagined. This is Allah's way of reminding you that what is meant for you will never truly be lost. Sometimes Allah removes something from your life because He knows that something better is waiting for you around the corner. Trust in His wisdom and remember the verse from the Quran, and it may be that you dislike something, although it is good for you. Quran 2:16. When things return to you after being lost, it is a sign that Allah has been quietly working to restore balance and blessings in your life, even when you were unaware of His plans. 5. Unanswered prayers that lead to better outcomes. One of the most profound signs that Allah is working silently on your behalf is when your prayers go unanswered, only to later reveal a better outcome than you could have ever imagined. We often pray for things we think we want or need, but Allah, in His infinite wisdom, knows what is truly best for us. Sometimes what we ask for is not in line with what we need for our personal growth, happiness, or ultimate success. Allah may withhold certain things from us, not because He doesn't hear our prayers, but because He is protecting us from harm or guiding us towards something better. Reflect on the story of the prophet Yunus, Jonah, whose prayers for rescue were answered only after he had undergone a transformative experience in the belly of the whale. This period of trial ultimately led to greater wisdom and a deeper connection with Allah. When your prayers seem unanswered, trust that Allah is working silently behind the scenes. Perhaps He is protecting you from something harmful or preparing you for a better path. The Quran reminds us, "And your Lord says, 'Call upon me, I will respond to you.'" Quran 40:40-60. 6. A sense of guidance in moments of doubt. Doubt and uncertainty are inevitable parts of the human experience, especially when faced with major decisions or challenges. However, during these times, many people report a sudden clarity or sense of guidance that seems to come from nowhere, helping them navigate through the fog of confusion. This is a powerful sign that Allah is silently working in your life, guiding your steps with wisdom and mercy. Whether it's a sense of calm that helps you make a difficult decision or a series of events that point you toward the right direction, Allah's silent guidance is always at work. Sometimes it's a feeling in your heart or a sudden realization that shows you the way forward. This is Allah's hand guiding you, reminding you that you are never truly alone in your decisions. In the story of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, we see numerous instances where Allah provided guidance at moments of uncertainty. From the early years of prophethood to the difficult years in Medina, Allah's silent guidance was always with the Prophet, leading him to the right decisions and actions. 7. A sudden sense of gratitude and hope. When life feels overwhelming and despair threatens to take over, Allah sometimes grants us a sudden shift in perspective, an overwhelming sense of gratitude and hope that pierces through the darkness. This feeling can be inexplicable, but it is a clear sign that Allah is working in your heart, helping you to see the light in the midst of your struggles. This shift often occurs when you least expect it, when you're on the brink of giving up or feeling like all hope is lost. Allah instills a sense of hope and gratitude in your heart, reminding you of His mercy, of the countless blessings in your life, and of the strength you have to overcome anything. This is a clear sign that Allah is not only with you, but is actively working on your behalf, helping you to rise above the challenges you face. Conclusion: trusting Allah's silent work in our lives. As we reflect on the 7 signs that Allah is silently working on our behalf, it becomes clear that His presence in our lives is constant, even if we cannot always perceive it. From the peace we feel during difficult times to the sudden opportunities that appear out of nowhere, Allah's silent guidance is ever present, steering us toward what is best for us. Many of us get caught up in the noise of our daily struggles, focusing on what is lacking or going wrong. However, by recognizing these signs, we can learn to trust in Allah's plan and gain comfort in knowing that we are not alone, even in our most challenging moments. The signs Allah provides are not just coincidences or random occurrences. They are intentional and deeply rooted in His wisdom. The unexpected peace we experience during hardships is a reminder that Allah's mercy is at work, in the most testing of situations. Those unexplainable moments when things fall into place, when doors open or lost things are returned, are not just mere coincidences but part of Allah's meticulous plan for us. His actions are not always loud or dramatic, but they are always purposeful. We may not understand everything at once, but each sign serves as a beacon, guiding us toward a future that is aligned with Allah's divine wisdom and mercy. In the midst of unanswered prayers, Allah may be withholding something that we think we want, but He is instead preparing us for something better. The Prophet Ibrahim's story, where he was tested by loss and uncertainty, illustrates how Allah's plan is always greater than our immediate desires. Sometimes what we ask for may not be what we truly need, and in those moments the unanswered prayers become a sign of Allah's love and protection. Through these silent actions, Allah shows us that He knows what is best for us far more than we could ever comprehend. Ultimately, the most powerful sign that Allah is working on our behalf is the sense of gratitude, hope, and clarity that appears during our darkest moments. When everything seems lost, Allah grants us a renewed perspective, filling our hearts with hope and reminding us of the countless blessings He has already bestowed upon us. These shifts in our mindset are signs of Allah's quiet intervention, reinforcing the truth that even when we cannot see His hand, He is always shaping our lives in ways that are ultimately for our best. As we journey through life, it is essential to cultivate trust in Allah's plan, knowing that even in silence, His actions are always for our good.